All right, everybody, this is Stevie Breach coming to you. We are on the road to Summerslam 2012, literally. Joining me is my good buddy Kevin. He is Man on Fire 906 on Twitter and Man on Fire 310 on YouTube. Mr. Kevin, how you doing? three what?
Pretty good. It's 310 right now because I'm physically driving in California right now. So.
Oh, lucky man.
Oh yeah, it changes in 7 days, but
it is good to have you back in California, even though we are still 8-9 hours away here. SummerSlam has brought you back home. What do you think about the big pay-per-view?
I can't not be excited. Like, I'm really pumped for this Sunday. Even just walking around Access, getting sunburned, meeting some jobbers, and meeting up with you, Miguel, and Mr. Muda, who I've never met before. And it's going to be a fun time. It really is. If I was sitting and watching at home, I probably wouldn't buy it. You got a few good matches on there, but you got a couple duds. So we will see how this all plays out.
That is awesome. That is me too. I honestly cannot remember a SummerSlam or a big show that I have. I am excited to go to Access. I'm excited to see the show, but I somehow physically do not believe that it really is this soon. I mean, it is Friday now, and Sunday I am heading down there, but there's no way to wrap my head around that it is already here. I just can't believe it. What have you thought about the last few weeks of television leading up to the SummerSlam?
I haven't watched last week's Raw or much of the week before, but based on what I've seen, Punk's heel turn is still kind of in the making. Hopefully it comes out really well, like it did a couple of years ago with Jeff Hardy, but then again, he doesn't have the Jeff Hardy material to work off of, more so than just he's better than Cena, and well, he just doesn't like Big Show, or more or less. I love that they're giving Daniel Bryan so much TV time. His match with Cain should be good because Cain's been stepping up his in ring like insane. Like, he's working like.
I'm really liking it as well. I think that that match has a lot of promise to it, especially with the question if maybe we're gonna get Charlie Sheen or not. It is looking like he's not gonna be there, but WWE keeps acting like he is gonna be there with all the name drops of his show. If you catch along with those, I don't know if he's gonna come out and cost Daniel Bryan the match or what the hell they're gonna do, but that is something to look forward to, I guess. But if you're gonna have a celebrity like Charlie Sheen be there and at least try to draw some press off it, why are they not telling anybody that he's going to be there?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I actually called into Brian Alvarez and Lance Storm talking about SummerSlam, or not so much SummerSlam, but just wrestling in general, and I asked if they thought Charlie Sheen would be there, and they said no, and I kind of agree. I think that him showing up would be crazy, kind of out of nowhere, even though they're trying to advertise it or mention his name. But of course, we have Paulie D from the Jersey Shore, so we're all good, I guess.
I thought Charlie Sheen, I thought Charlie Sheen, if he's gonna be there, better be in person and not via Skype. But I think that Paulie D is just gonna be sitting at home watching it and using his tout. That's the way I thought it was gonna be. Is Paulie D really gonna be there at the Staples Center?
I saw some pictures of tweets, like Natalia tweets everything she does, and I saw a picture of like her and Paulie D or something like that in LA. So I would assume he'd be there, kind of just point him out in the crowd. He's probably going to cut a promo or something. That'd be terrible if it's anything like the Situations roast of, who was it, Donald Trump? Bombs like that. I would be surprised if he bombs like that. But then again, you can't try to be fun in front of wrestling fans.
Did you watch WCW in its dying days?
No, I've seen the rise and fall of WCW. I've seen the best of Nitro. I've seen all that stuff. But
okay, this is bad, but I don't think it was bad enough to make the Rise and Fall DVD or any of the Nitro DVDs. But Nitro had an in-house DJ every week. He would set up in the stand and he would spin songs for the Nitro girls to dance. If Paulie D is actually there, I want him spinning in between matches every time, and I want all the divas coming out and dancing. All right, I want one big dance-a-thon.
Well, so they're gonna have two musical productions or whatever. That Kevin Rudolf come too.
I know. I'm glad that you said it because I was trying to bring it up. What do you think about Kevin Rudolf being there?
I like the song, so I'm not going to complain. I mean, last year's with CeeLo, everybody shat on it, but I thought it was fun. As long as he only plays like one or two songs, I'm fine. I just don't want it to be like excessive, I guess, like play a concert, because you only have, what, like 6 matches? And
yeah.
None of them are going to get over 15 minutes except for the main events. So figure they got a lot of time to kill.
I was honestly last year thinking that I was going to go to the bathroom, buy a t-shirt and a hot dog, some nachos when CeeLo came out last year. The three of us, it was me, Luke Cage, and freaking 88, we loved the hell out of that. We had a dance-a-thon up in our section, and I'm honestly glad that he was there. I think the SummerSlam was a great show, and it was just a little exclamation point. They even put it on the DVD. I even danced to it when it's on there. I'm going to give Kevin Rudolph the benefit of the doubt. This is probably the only song that he's done that I know. Unless I'm thinking, didn't they use one of his songs for Mania?
Yeah, 26th. I made it.
Okay, maybe he'll play that for us, and then maybe Jack Swagger can come out and show off his Money in the Bank briefcase. But that stuff right there, that'll be good. I mean, it'll be fun, especially with the 4 of us sitting there and me wearing my Summerfest shirt. I think we'll be having tons of fun during that.
Oh yeah.
We get into these matches. If you really want to break these down, we have a tag team championship match. We have the Primetime Players, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, going up against R-Truth and Kofi. Primetime Players getting a lot of press because of the whole AEW release. What do you think is going on with this?
Gun to my head, I'd say Primetime Players are not walking out with the titles. I can't explain why. It's just, I don't think they'll put the belts on them because they don't get more heat than Kofi and Truth get pops, and I think that's what WWE is all about. Whoever gets the best reaction should be rewarded with the titles, like they mean something. But you know, I think it'll be a really good match. I love all 4 guys in the ring. They've actually been building this, which is surprising. The first tag team feud they built since DX and Jericho.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it'll be good, but I'm pulling for the Primetime Players, but I can't be too confident on that.
I'm with you too, but I think that I know you said you missed Raw, but if you go back and you find time to watch it, they didn't get any reaction. I think most of the reaction they were getting was all because of AEW in the past, and I think this team is going to fall flat. And I think that I just don't think this team is what they were. I think they have the same moves in the ring, but that little live mic on AEW outside of the ring was their exclamation point that made them better and got them over as heels. I would not be surprised if R-Truth and Kofi take these belts, they win them, and then Primetime Players just becomes the crime time of the day. Just sort of there's the team they use on TV, but a team they never put the titles on.
Just fuck with the black guys. They always do it.
The Usos? How have the Usos never won the tag titles? Look at that. They're a real tag team.
I know exactly. They're over. They're doing good. They're pretty good on the mic. They got their little dance going. It's like, God, it's like a recipe for success.
No respect. From there, we go on to we got Miz and Mysterio. What do you think Miz has done for the Intercontinental Championship?
I think it's too short to tell. I mean, if he's on TV every week, that's fine. I think he's going to do a lot better than Christian, more so because he can talk a lot more. He gets more heat, even though I prefer Miz as a face, because I'll say it until my face turns blue. He reminds me of The Rock. Just the catchphrases, the before his name. I think he'll do fine with it. I think he'll have a long, successful reign. As far as making it worth a damn, I seriously doubt it, just because the title's supposed to be, and it's supposed to be once you win that and then you lose that, you should get a WWE title shot. But, I'm confident in The Miz. The gruesome facial hair, he doesn't look like a boy anymore, so that's thumbs up for me.
I really like The Miz. I've always liked him. I thought that he got a bum rap with the title. I thought he even got a bigger bum rap when he was getting blamed for Survivor Series buy rate last year. But I really think that he has brought the Intercontinental title back to life. I remember Cody had it for a long time. Cody was making it like a big deal. Big Show won it, and that's when it all went downhill. I know that Cody won it back, but I can't tell you what the hell happened from there. I don't really remember who The Miz even won it from, and that was a month ago or maybe 2 months at the most.
It's Christian.
There you go. Yeah, I forgot all about you, Christian. But I say The Miz is doing a good job. It's been on SmackDown. It's been on Raw week after week. unlike the United States Championship, they've actually made it mean something. I was actually thinking they were going to get to the point where they were going to make this one title again, and they were going to put Santino against The Miz, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore, I guess. Oh, we didn't even talk about the damn free match. I don't know. What do you think is going to happen in this match? Who are you picking? You going with The Miz or Mysterio?
I'm going with The Miz. Long title reign sounds nice. Maybe he'll get his cheap heat. Whoever beats Mysterio automatically gets booed to shit. So that's what they did with Del Rio. It worked pretty well. That's what they did with Ziggler in 09. Kind of fell, but again, he's getting his momentum back. But yeah, Mysterio's kind of he's become like a stepping stone and an attraction.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the guy in the ring, but he got fat.
It's hard for me to pick against, anytime that they're in any part of Southern California, it's hard to pick against Mysterio, but I just don't think Mysterio is going to pick up the win here. Miz will probably get it somehow, using some sort of heat, chair shot, belt shot, something like that, to make the crowd really react to Mysterio losing. But I'm one of those people who think that Mysterio's coming back. He's on his second strike. Any day he could be shown that door if he makes one bad mistake and they, piss test him on the wrong day. So I'm one of those people who really think that Rey Mysterio might be on his just sort of, I'm here in the mid-card. Every once in a while I might get that one shot, but I don't think they're ever going to put anything on him anymore. I'll take The Miz in this match. From there we go on to the YouTube free show that I forgot about. Santino against Mr. Cesaro of ROH fame. There you go. A good old watch it on YouTube or don't watch it at all because they'll be too cheap to put it on the DVD. Kevin, who are you picking in this one?
Oh, Cesaro all the way. I mean, I know it's really weird to think that you'd have a title change, a WWE US title change on a pre-show, but I don't know. I just got a feeling. I don't think they're going to drop the ball on Cesaro that fast, but they got something special with him. They really do. And I'm not just saying that because I've seen him in ROH, PWG, et cetera, but I really think he's got a good thing going, and I think he deserves the U.S. title. It's kayfabe and non-kayfabe because he beat the champion, twice, 3 times?
He's beat him twice on TV, and plus he beat Christian as well when he was the Intercontinental Champion, so he's due something. I've been rooting for them to make this YouTube free show mean something ever since it was there. I mean, YouTube has given them $1 million basically to put all their programming on YouTube, and I thought they would give people something to make sure that they watch. I know fans will always join in on something that's free, whether they're buying the show or they're streaming the show. They will go watch this one way or another, but I'm going to pick Santino in this one. I just think that YouTube is not going to get what they paid for. I think that WWE is going to screw over Cesaro somehow, and Santino is going to get one of those fluke wins. We haven't seen a championship change hands yet, and I've picked the champion to lose the last 3 in a row. So I'm going to go with the champion again this time. From there we go to a good one. This would be a damn good match. This will be hard to screw up. Dolph Ziggler going up against Chris Jericho. What do you think about this match? Mr. Kevin.
Oh, this match itself would be great. Yeah, hello.
It's going to be hard to screw this matchup, I think. Chris Jericho, the whole time he's been there, it's been easy to point out that he's done nothing but put over everybody on his way. It's hard to think of any wins that he actually got. When he came in, everybody was picking him to win the Rumble. He had the big battle with Sheamus at the end. Sheamus went over. He had the big battles with Punk. Punk won all of those. So everybody's saying this is Jericho's goodbye song. I'm sort of falling for it because this is Ziggler with his his Money in the Bank tour that he's on. He's got to show everybody he's the main event, the main deal, and work his way up to seeing who he can take that title off of. It's hard not to pick Ziggler here.
Yeah, I definitely go with Ziggler. I think what they're doing, I pray that what they're doing is just having him beat big names on pay-per-view. Just have him do that, make him look credible, make him look like a stud. Just kind of prove me wrong, because I know I've been trolling or not, I've been against Ziggler for a while just because people are hopping on his bandwagon and saying he's like the greatest of all time, and I marked out when he lost to Alex Riley, but to be perfectly honest, I want the guy to succeed. I want him to be a world champion going into WrestleMania, main eventing one day, but WWE doesn't have a good track record on building new stars. Kofi, Morrison, Carlito, Shelton Benjamin, and now Dolph Ziggler. They They got to really pull the trigger on him. They really do.
Don't even get me started on Mr. Morrison. Morrison is a guy that I thought should have been champion for a long time, and now he's sitting out, doing stand-up comedy, and that kills me. Every time I see a headline on the rumor sites about Morrison doing some sort of show, it's just like, this guy should be main eventing Raw week after week. He should be a big deal. Whether if it's a babyface or a heel, I didn't even care. I liked him both ways. He's one of those few guys that I could go either way on. And it kills me that he's just sitting at home doing nothing right now. But what do you think? Every time you bring up any kind of pay-per-view or any kind of big show, you always have to bring up, Ziggler walking around with the Money in the Bank. We got lucky as hell. We saw a cash-in last year with, what the hell is his name?
Del Rio.
Yeah, Mr. Del Rio coming out and cashing in on CM Punk after the big main event of Punk versus Cena. Do you think this is the time, or do you think they're going to build this guy up for a long time?
I hope they build him up. If he cashes in, that'd be cool. If we were there to see his cash in. But well, you know how did they remake the world title match even, or
as far as I know, it's Sheamus begged Booker T to put the show back on in the last segment of SmackDown that will be airing tonight. And that's all that really happened. Is Sheamus asked for the match, so Booker T gave it to him. So it's just a straight up one-on-one match, no Mr. Orton involved. Sheamus versus the other guy. What the hell's his name?
Del Rio.
You're right. Fuck me. I forgot his name twice. I keep on thinking of Del Rio. I keep on thinking of Dolph Ziggler being able to cash in on the Raw guys. He has a SmackDown exclusive Money in the Bank, so he can only cash in on those other fools. Damn it. I've been thinking of this wrong for a week now. I keep on thinking that he's going to cash in on CM Punk or John Cena. So I have to rethink everything now. I hate how they make those briefcases. If you have that briefcase, you'd be able to cash in on anybody you want to. That's just me, though. Yeah, if he did cash in, people already bitch enough that LA gets 2 pay-per-views, or they get, the big pay-per-view with SummerSlam every year. If we got 2 cash-ins, one year after the other, I think people are going to big-time bitch again, so I think that you have to keep that briefcase on him till at least TLC time. When they did it with The Miz held it all the way until after the Survivor Series, and it made him a big deal because you were always thinking about The Miz. What's he doing? Where is he? Whether he wins or loses, what's the champion doing? Every time the champion gets knocked down, you're like, oh, here he comes. So I think the longer he has it, the better off it is for Ziggler.
Especially with all the gimmick pay-per-views coming up. You got Hell in a Cell, TLC, the Elimination Chamber.
Big time. We got a big truck coming through. As we said earlier, this is the road to SummerSlam, and we are on it. We talked about this match a little bit earlier. It was Cain against Daniel Bryan. Did you have a winner for that match?
If I was a betting man, I'd have to put my money on Cain. Daniel Bryan, very fortunately, I'm not 100% behind what they're doing with him, but I love the fact that he's on TV. I love the fact that he can lose and then come out and still get heat. He can still, get the yes chance, the no chance, get the pops, get the reactions. I love what he's doing, but he's losing to Cain. I think it'll be good. He's losing to Cain. Sucks.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Cain. I will pick Cain to lose any match. I don't care. I've never really wrapped my head around this guy. At least in the last few years, I've really gone downhill on him. He does surprise me and have good matches every once in a while. This is not one that I think that will be great, though. But I honestly think Charlie Sheen is going to get involved. That's where I want to put my money on. And somehow he cost Daniel Bryan the match and Cain will get the win. Even though I don't want to pick him. I don't want to, but I will.
They'll pop up on the Tron or something.
Yeah.
Hey, goat face.
It'll be on Skype. Yay.
Yeah.
All right, from there we go to that SmackDown main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Sheamus against Alberto Del Rio. It's just a normal one-on-one match. No Randy Orton. Who you got going on in that one? You got Sheamus or Del Rio?
Sheamus. I can't confidently say.
I'm really like under the like impression that like Del Rio needs to get some wins. He basically had his injury. He was out for a while. He just came back, butted himself right into the World Heavyweight Championship match. Picture. We haven't seen him win a match in forever, and it doesn't make sense to me that why he is getting these championship calls or these championship matches. Pay-per-view after pay-per-view. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I wish that we would, find a reason why he just keeps on becoming the #1 contender week after week. He has to be able to. Kevin turned into a woman there for a minute on accident. But I am, honestly, if you want to know behind the scenes what's going on, I'm trying to regain the call. It dropped. So I am calling him right now. Not press start chat. I need to start. No, there we go. I have my co-host back on the line. Oh, no, I don't. But, if you really break it down, Del Rio really hasn't beaten anybody. He just walked out and said, I'm a former champion. I want my shot, and that's really all he's done. He needs to beat somebody on TV. He needs to win some #1 contenders matches or just win some normal regular matches, and that way we can think of him as being a big star these days, because right now he hasn't really done anything. Sheamus, who's been on a long, run ever since he won this title at WrestleMania, just beating people, one after another, sort of like he did on his run to become the #1 contender. I think it's been long enough. I think whoever his next person that he needs to face in any pay-per-view thing, I think that he needs to, drop the title and become a reputable person, on the roster. I think that, if you just put this guy out there and you need to, I think that he needs a feud that you can really sink your teeth into. I think that Randy Orton, personally, is very... I guess you can say boring to me, but the feud that he had with Christian, where he was going out there and he was having match after match, and they were trading wins back and forth, I thought that made Randy Orton more, it just made him more of a big deal to me. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to gain Kevin back. He might have drove into a bad part, so it looks like maybe I will be finishing up this one on my own. But the reason why I was talking about that is just, Sheamus has, the crowd turning on him a lot, with the fact that he's, he beat Bryan in a record amount of time, and he just, he's becoming that person that WWE is trying to shove down your throat and make you love him. From there we have CM Punk, Big Show, and John Cena going for the triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Why is Big Show always got to be in these things? It makes no sense to me. But I was really hoping to get Punk versus Cena. I think that's where all the money's going to be at. If I was a betting man, more than likely I see Cena winning this. And then hopefully Punk, being the challenger, can get some real heat on him. Because right now he's stuck in that middle ground where people still like him, but WWE's trying to make us hate him. Hopefully he can do more stuff when he's not the champion, trying to regain his championship. We can go into Night of Champions and have a big Punk versus Cena match, and I think that would make it a big deal. Hopefully, right there, Cena would be able to drop the belt back to Punk, and Punk be able to regain a lot of the heat that I think they really hope that he gets, because he comes out there right now, and the little kids want to boo him, and the people that are in that middle ground still want to cheer him. And when you're a tweener, is sort of when you sort of get lost in the shuffle. With me, I really think that CM Punk is sort of boring in the role that he's in right now. He needs to really do something to really step it up and get it on there. From there, we go to Triple H against Brock Lesnar. I guess Shawn Michaels will not be making the trip, as they want to say, but I still think he is something to keep in the back of your mind. And I don't think he's just gonna fade away and go nowhere. But I really don't want to pick Triple H. Triple H is one of my favorite wrestlers. And if he wins this match against Brock Lesnar, I know Cena's already beat him, but it's just one more thing to add on to the fire of, I hate Triple H because of this reason. And, bringing in a big star like this and putting himself over, because people like to think that he is, the man in charge around there, is not going to help that out at all. If I was a betting man, I would have I would have Lesnar win, even though we're not going to see him for a while. He would have his, his bragging rights if you wanted to make him and sort of put him like in interviews, and then you could use those for the next few months before we see him again. Or if you want to make video packages, you have Lesnar beating the COO of the company, and that would make it pretty cool for the next couple of months to keep him in the back of your mind. But more than likely, what I would see happening is Triple H beating Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, I guess you could say, he's already had that loss with the hard storyline to pull on. They've already tried it once, quitting on the WWE again. And then, as my buddy, WWE Punk fan, Mr. Inzak, we can trust, he said that why not just bring him back at the Rumble and have him fucking win it. And that'd be one damn big surprise if he's sort of a hard storyline to pull off, how he's fired or he quit the WWE, and then he finally gets a number in the Royal Rumble. But I guess you could have Brock Lesnar, the lawyer, find some way of getting his getting a ball to join the Rumble based off of him having a contract with WWE still, even though he says that he quit. Good old ironclad contract from John Laurinaitis. But that is SummerSlam. I'm heading down there on Sunday. We'll be, hitting up the access lines. My little group that we're going down with is head up by Above Average Muda of YouTube fame, the newly privated account of Freaking AA88. He is still alive. I will try to get the scoop on what he is doing now. And then we have Kevin. You can follow him on Man on Fire 906, or you can subscribe to him on YouTube at Man on Fire 310. Great dude right there. And then me is makes the foursome. I've tried to do everything I can, but it looks like Luke Cage will not be there for us. But we'll do it up Freebird style for everybody, and check it out. Thank you very much. I hope everybody has a good time and a good day. Peace out.